Hello everybody, it's Patty here with Patty Stitches. Today is November the 17th, 2025, and this is episode 328. And on today's show, I have some whips to show you, so sit back and relax. Grab your beverage of choice, water for me, your craft of choice, and let's chat. So, how was everybody's week? Mine was okay. Let's see. Did go to knitting, did have the littles. When the littles were here, we discovered that Grandma did, in fact, get rid of her Christmas tree last year. So, yeah, they wanted to put it up. I kind of wanted to wait until after Thanksgiving, but we went downstairs and no tree. So, I did get one today. So there will be a tree for them to decorate the next time they're here. I am feeling in the Christmas mood. If you're new with me, my mother passed away February 24. So last year was my first year without her. And that was hard. I wasn't going to put up a tree because we don't have Christmas parties here anymore. So, and it's just the hubs and I. So I wasn't going to put up the tree. We weren't going to do anything overly fancy for, I believe it was Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. Christmas Eve, we went to the Littles' house. Their mom and dad had Christmas last year. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we were just going to hang out here. So I didn't want a tree. I didn't want to put out Christmas decorations. I just didn't want Christmas at all. In fact, you know, I was just going through the motions for them. But they kind of pulled me out of it. I decorated the tree and had a blast doing it. And I turned it on and I felt really good afterwards. It wasn't as wonderful knowing that my mother wasn't here anymore, but it was okay. This year, though, I'm feeling a lot better. I do miss her every day, but I know she wouldn't want me to do that. She wouldn't want me to be sad over Christmas again. So I'm not. I got a tree. They had a hard plastic gingerbread man. So I picked one of those up as well because he's super cute. I got them each a gingerbread house to decorate the next time they come. So yeah, we're going to be in the Christmas spirit here in Casa de Patty. So I am happy about that. I do have a lot of Christmas decorations. I have my mom's, I have mine, I have some of my grandmother's. So this week I'm going to take boxes from the downstairs, bring them up, and start going through everything. Pile to keep, pile to throw, pile to donate. Because I want to get that down a little bit. Yeah. So, it'll be interesting Christmas. Thanksgiving is just going to be me and the hubs sitting around our table, so we're not doing anything too fancy for Thanksgiving. And when is Thanksgiving? Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks. Oh, 10 days. Yeah, so I'm not too, overly excited or, it's just going to be him and I. I'm not going to make a turkey. We're just going to do whatever we have, so it'll be interesting. So anyway, shall we get on with the stitching? I think so. Alrighty. So last week I did quite a bit of stitching on some nice projects, and I actually have one thrown in here that is going to be a surprise for you guys. So here we go. I started Autumn Cloche by Hello from Liz Matthews. And let's see if I can find what I'm stitching this on. I am using the DMC, not the MPIs. And I didn't write it there. Where is it? Oh, here it is. It is a Fortnite Fabrics 32 count even weave in Pardon Me. So this was one of their club. I was in their club for a little while, so this is one of their clubs. And let's see. I'm actually happy with how much I got accomplished on this one, because I went and worked all the way down to the one side. So there's a little bit at the, there's not the bottom. There's I think there's a couple of rows on the bottom still, but that is the top. So next time I pick this up, I'll just work down the other side and get the dome done. So this 32 count is kind of a tight weave. So this is 2/2. And what I was thinking, let me know what you guys think, is on the inside, instead of doing 2/2, I would do 1/2. And that way, since the cloche is glass, it'll make it look like to me, I think it'll make it look like you're looking through glass. So I think that might be really interesting, to only have the outside 2/2 and the inside 1/2. So let me know what you guys think. But I think it'll look really cool, and it'll give that illusion of glass, I think. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think, and I will read. I will read your stuff. I'm so sorry, I'm far behind on that again. Okay, then I worked on, so on Veterans Day, I did Let Freedom Ring, and this is by Leela Studios, 36 count, Prim by XJU Designs. It's so I'm sorry, I'm lost here. The fabric is the Prim February Club, and it's a cocoa, I think, or I have no idea. But this is the project. And I think I've already talked to you guys that I'm going to be doing this on those American holidays next year. So it'll keep working. So I got the red stripes done on, or at least part of the red stripes done on the flag. So I was really happy with that. There's 2 different colors. And I am using the DMC and some of the called for. So that's where I'm at. So the next time I come in, I'll finish the, it's pink and red, and then I will do the white for the flag. Just keep on keeping on, plugging away, working on it. Once in a while. It's going to take me forever, but it's not the project, it's the journey, right? So this was Jane Hopkins by Hands Across the Sea, and Jane Hopkins 1875, and I am using the called for floss, and this is a Whip Go call for this month. And the fabric, let's see, this is 36 count Legacy Edinburgh linen by Picture This Plus. And I filled in the flower. So when I pick it up the next time, I think there's like a green, there's some greens here, so I might do that, and then I will move the frame over and do some more over here. But that's where this is at. So I didn't get a lot done on this one. I stitched every day and didn't do a lot on the stitching every day, but I touched all the things I needed to touch. So that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, then I worked on Halloween at Hawkrun Hollow, and this is by Carriage House Samplings. And if you've been with me for any length of time, you know that this is 40 count Heritage by Picture This Plus, using the DMC conversion, not the NPIs. So, and I am working down on this block. So, oh, I moved because I finished the block as far as I want to. I may eventually go back and change my mind, but let me undo this. So kind of straighten it out a little bit. I went ahead and filled in the black. There is another color that was supposed to go there, and then this brown was supposed to be done, but with the black on the top and the eyes and the worms, I think you can see these skeletons okay. So if after I'm done with everything, I decide, no, I want to go ahead and do it, I will come back and do the dirt. But for right now, it's done to me. So I'm really happy with it. Let's see here. I will take these out and just leave the top one in so you can kind of see where I'm at. So here they all are. It is kind of hard to see that one. I guess I do need to do it. So maybe I'll go back and do it eventually, because now looking at it as full like this, all the other ones are filled in. It looks really good. So yeah, I guess I do have to do the dirt. Darn. But oh well. But I'm not going to go back and do it now. I've already got it set to do the Sleepy Hollow block. So this is the block I will be working on next. And that block I have nothing in, so this one's going to be a brand new block to work on this year and next. So hopefully we can get some more done with this block. All right. Stick this all back in here so I don't lose it. All right. Oof. Then I worked on Saga. And let me tell you, I have a Saga on Saga. So Saga is a long dog sampler. I'm stitching this on 32 count Vintage Stormy Night Lugana by Zweigart. So I am up in this corner here. So I was stitching on Saga Happily and realized that one section I completely put in the wrong area. So I had a whole bunch done. I think you might be able to, yeah, you can kind of see where I frogged. I had all this done and was going to jump in and do another piece over here and realized that this was down like 2 or 3 rows. So there was no fudging it. There was no anything. So I had to pick it all out. But I do really like these 2 colors together. I'm really happy with that. I think it'll be really great. So very, very happy. I did see somebody stitching, which I might do. I might see about frogging a little bit to do it. I'm getting a 3rd color in there where the little motifs in between, like in here and in here, they had a different color completely in these little spots. And I really liked that. So before I start working on the frame again, I may do that. I may change that up a little bit. But I don't know yet. I don't know. But super cute, super exciting, and I'm really liking stitching on it. It's fun when you're not messing it up. So, yeah. And the last thing I worked on, since I finished Holly, what was it, Holly's, sorry, let me see if I can. Hello, Holly. That's why it was not clicking. Hello, Holly. This clue is supposed to be coming out today. I haven't double checked it yet, so it might already be out. So my night and my weekends, I picked up my Blue Flower Autumn Bee. Since this is the autumn, I figured it would fit in perfectly. And I am stitching Autumn Bee on 32 count French Country by Witchels, using the called for silk floss from Dinky Dyes. So I finished the other section. So the other half of this is done. So, and it was, let's see here. It was this leaf down here. I finished that. So, and then I moved over here and did a lot. I put the legs in, started the wings, and then did this over here. So everything from like here over is new. So yeah. And then I realized that this is actually my Whip Go project for next month. So that's why it's still in a frame, because I will be working on it next month too. So I'm actually really happy about that. See how much more I can get done of this before next year, because this could be a focus on a finish for next year. That would be awesome. That would be very awesome. I was wanting to, as you know, in the beginning of the year, I had planned on finishing both the bees, and neither one of the bees is going to be finished at the end of this year. So, but that's okay. But I did get a lot accomplished. And on Sunday, I did all the inside of this, plus a little bit of that wing. So even with the littles playing around here, I did get some stuff done. So that is all that I worked on this week. I think that's pretty cool. I got quite a bit done, and I'm very happy about that. So this week will be Hello Holly, if the clue is out. I've already filled in, so I started a new start, obviously, because this is new November, and I'm starting a new start every Monday, sorry. And then I'm going to be filling in with the 2 new starts that I've done this month, and I'm throwing in an extra from last month at the end of the week. So yeah, looking around, I really don't have anything else to talk to you guys about. I hope that you are all staying safe, healthy, and happy. And I hope that whatever you craft it to your heart's content. And I will see you next week. Bye, guys.